Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Midtown Malfunction. My name's Carson Taylor.
I'm Ryan D. Adams.
We're here with another episode of the podcast, episode 21.
Dude, Carson just had to pull me out of my cave just now.
Yeah, I know, you weren't at the open mic.
Nah, oh my God. I started playing No Man's Sky, which some of you might know who play video games, is a game that came out in 2016, buggy as fuck, and people were like, this game sucks. But like in the subsequent years, they fixed it, and I played it, and I haven't stopped. It's been like a week, something like that. And
This is why I don't play video games, because I know that's exactly what would happen to me. I would get trapped, dude. If I had the new NCAA, I would be so fucked.
oh man, there's a new NCAA now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. Like, if I had any kind of NBA Live, any kind of sports game, I would literally, like, y'all would open that door, and I would have, like, a long white beard. And I'd be like, don't look at me. And I'd be, like, all fucking, like, decrepit. Like,
There's simulated seasons going in
Right?
the background.
I'd bet my player would be on the year 2041. Really.
Yeah. But no, like, usually I'm not. Usually that kind of thing doesn't happen with me because I get bored really easily with games. Like, I play them for a while, I get really into them, and then like a couple of days later, or like I don't know, a week tops, I'll be like, okay, I'm off that. Whatever. Or I'll usually be like off games, period, for a while after that, and then maybe a few months later, something else. But this shit, dude, like. So there's only 24 hours in a day, right? I would play this game for what I feel like is a day's worth of gaming and look at how long I played, and it would be like 12 hours of that day. I'm like, where did the whole day go? Yeah, dude, this shit's dangerous.
Look, man, I already know, dude.
Don't do it, dude. Don't pick up the pipe.
I already know, because, like,
shit.
look, back in my day when I was, like, doing drugs still and, like, getting fucked up all the time, I would go to my friend Curtis's house. Shout out Curtis. And I would just live there for like 5 days. This was like 3 years ago. I would go to Curtis's house on a Monday, and like Friday, he would like wake up to like go pee at like 4:30 in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
And he would like turn the corner and look, and I would still be at his house in the same spot on the couch playing NCAA. I remember one time he woke up and he just turned and saw me, and I just turned to look at him. He goes, "Go home."
Damn.
I would, dude. I'd stay on that couch just playing video games for like 12 hours a day, dude.
Part of me feels like I needed this. Just like a break from reality, because I've been mad, dude. You know this. I don't know. It's been cool to just be in a fantasy world or whatever, but like, I do realize, like, yeah, all right, you have, this is the only comedy related thing I've done all week, and it's like, that's bad.
Well, that's not true. You had a show Tuesday in Lafayette.
That's true. And see, I've been so in the fucking fantasy world that I forgot about that.
That's not good.
I went to fucking Lafayette, Louisiana. Had an awesome show. It was cool.
Yeah, dude. See?
They have wheelchair comedian beef.
Oh, dude, they have so Lafayette, Louisiana apparently has like more wheelchair comedians than any other scene in the South.
Mm-hmm.
Like Austin, Texas has like 2 wheelchair comedians, and there's 4 in Lafayette, Louisiana, I believe. They have 4 wheelchair comedians.
And one is banned from the place.
What?
Yeah.
What happened? Which
all right.
one?
Obviously, I don't want to get into specifics.
It's not
or
Don Check
anything.
Snyder, is it?
Huh?
Don Check Snyder?
I don't know the names.
He's the older kind of skinny guy.
No, he was there.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's dope.
I love
He's
him.
awesome.
I hope I said his name right.
Apparently, there's another one that was banned for joke stealing.
Damn.
Yeah, but no, that guy was he was hilarious, dude. I like him. Yeah, man, wheelchair comedian capital of the world, Lafayette, Louisiana. Little known fact.
I like how comedians take comedy so seriously that even you could have no legs,
Hmm.
and if you steal jokes, it's like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because like your ability to walk doesn't affect your ability to write. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you're
it's
not
like-
gonna try to pity me in the no. That's not your disability.
It's like
all right.
obviously your jokes got no legs either.
See? There you go. And if you were in a wheelchair, you could have written that joke too. Is all I'm saying.
I'm sure it's been done before.
He had great jokes about being in a wheelchair. It was funny.
Oh yeah, Don's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
He's great. I've seen him murder. He was on Team Drunk one time. Bro, he looked fucked up, dude. He was just sitting there like, when do we start? And then just went up there and murdered.
Yeah, man.
Just destroyed.
Couldn't believe it.
Lafayette has a great comedy scene. I love going out there. I hate the drive to Lafayette. We were talking about this, dude. The drive through Mississippi and Louisiana is trash, dude.
I'm just
Awful drive.
in my car, livid, man. In my car, just they have. I'm on the return trip. They have one lane of traffic open on I-12, going eastbound. I remember sitting completely still in traffic for 45 minutes. I counted this. And yeah, just in my car losing my mind. Like just in a small cage of my own just rage, I guess. Like yeah, it's a bad
Yeah, dude.
driving experience.
Driving
It sucks.
driving through Louisiana is like the adult. It's like the adult experience equivalent of like having to go to the bank with your mom as a kid. It's that boring.
Yeah.
You just want to lay on the ground and be like, God, can we please go to Toys R Us? When
Yeah,
do we
man.
get to New Orleans?
At least if we go to like I don't know the department store, I can hide in between the little like clothing racks and shit. Like I can do some childhood. I can go to the N64 section and like play on the little display. I can't do shit at the bank.
Bro, also the other thing that sucks about the drive through Louisiana is that the longest bridge in America, they have that one bridge that's just like fucking 14 miles long of just bridge. And I hate that there's no exits, no nothing. And it's like Louisiana's just like, oh, you hate this drive? We're going to trap you in
Yeah.
it. Like,
Some of y'all's worst fear. I'm just gonna smack it in the middle of this drive.
20 minutes of 2-lane just going that way on a bridge. It's the worst.
Yeah, so I did that, and I got home at 3 in the morning, and I had to work at 7.
Hell yeah, comedy.
Yeah, I got to work, and I told our coworker Paris about it, and he was like, "Damn, how you got energy?" And I was like, "I don't.
Yeah.
I do not. I am zombified right now. You see it."
It's so funny. It's like Paris, he's a good kid. He's not like a party guy at all or doesn't do anything. So it's like he'll come in like looking all tired. I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? He's like, I was playing the game.
Yeah.
Until like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I'm supposed
Like,
to. He
damn.
asked me to play with him tonight. Marvel Rivals, but I don't know. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. I don't know, man. I should watch a movie or something.
You should write some bits, dude.
Dude, I've got some bit, dude.
Okay, good.
Well, all right. So I have more to say about the ice thing. Because did we discuss this on the podcast yet?
Probably.
We had to have, right? Because
What specifically? What?
me getting
Yeah, we
Well-
talked about it on the last episode.
okay, yeah. Because all right, so the person they were looking for is in jail now, right? But should that make me feel better about what happened?
No.
Because, like, it's giving Gestapo. It's like, you know what I'm like. I really do feel like I should be angrier about this. Yeah, I still haven't had my cry in the shower yet, And it's like, it feels like the more it's not happening, the more I'm like, oh, this is
getting normalized.
Yeah, it's gonna be like we're gonna be okay with this at some point. I'm like, no, you should be mad.
I was watching this video of Terrence McKenna. You know him, the mushroom guy from the 80s and 90s.
You've told me, you've said that name to me
Yeah,
before.
he's like, I know like Compton and like Russell Douglas. They're like big fans of Terrence McKenna. Basically, he's like, I think he's the one that created the hero dose. Like you eat 7 grams of mushrooms and like see God and aliens and shit or whatever.
The
like,
fact that they call the hero dose.
the hero dose.
I don't like that.
So yeah, so he fucking Terrence McKenna. There's this video of him in an interview from 1998, and they're asking him about the future, and he's like, "Well, I just think it's gonna keep getting weirder and weirder." He's like, it's just going to keep getting so weird to the point that all we can do is sit around and talk about how weird it is. And like, that's literally what's happening right now.
Yeah,
and then he's
now we got microphones in our hands talking about how weird it is.
He was talking about, he's like, oh, like genocide. He was just talking about all these things and technology and blah, 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 blah. And he was like, this seems like what a being would do before they completely just depart for the stars. And I was like, what the fuck is that? But, like, I still think, like, Bill Hicks and him lived in this beautiful world where it's like the people are all together going to go and discover space. And it's like, nah, just rich people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be billionaires.
Yeah.
Poor people are just going to, it's just going to get hotter down here.
I've been
we're going to stay.
looking into the, Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Yeah, the universe. I don't mean the movie. Well, sort of, but really like the comic book universe of it. And it's kind of like that cyberpunk future America like world or whatever, where there's been like several nuclear fallouts and disasters and kind of shit. And it's like policing turned up to 1,000 and like population turned up to 1,000 and all that kind of shit. And I'm like, that's what it's gonna be like for us.
Yeah.
The rich people are going to be gone, like exploring the cosmos and all that. We're going to be down here in fucking toxic wasteland.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's like that. I told you that movie that I have, Slacker. It's the dude that directed Dazed and Confused. It's his first movie, Richard Linklater.
Yeah.
And there's a part in that movie where this dude's leaving a bar, and this dude, we've talked about this on the podcast, I think, but this guy follows him out, and he's like this older dude, and he's walking and talking to him, and he's just rambling all these conspiracies and everything. And he's like, you feel that? So yeah, it's getting hotter. Hotter than it was last summer. You notice? So yeah, keeps getting hotter and hotter. That's why these billionaires are going to be building rockets. They're going to be trying to get off this planet. The rest of us, we're going to be left here to suffer in the heat. And I was like, holy shit, that was like 1991.
Yep.
This
We're
dude
going
knows,
to be,
man.
it's going to like Mega City 1 to Mega City 2.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Trash.
Well, I mean, we're I'm trying to be trying to be grateful for what we have right now. I don't know, that's really dark to say,
Yeah.
but like I really am trying to be like, oh, trying to create a save point. To go back to gaming, a save point in my mind of like, oh, these were the good times.
Yeah.
This is back when we were all free.
Yeah,
saying
no.
shit.
Well, like, I wonder if, like, the rich people, if they're actually, what was that?
If somebody hit that.
Oh, okay. I wonder if rich people, if they're actually going to another place, or if we're actually in a computer program and they're just like getting put on a jump drive and taken to like one that doesn't have all these pop-up ads and shit that we have in our.
Jesus.
We got like a bunch of viruses from porn and shit in our Matrix.
They're going to the upgraded computer.
Yeah.
We're staying in the gateway from 96.
Exactly. They go to like a nice fresh new Apple iPad. We're like, yeah, we're stuck in this T9 calculator.
Oh my god,
that spells boobs.
The Texas Instruments.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Well, I mean, at least we have the wherewithal to like look at it and like point, because that's what we do, right? We're comedians. Just be like, hey guys, you see this shit? Because some people just be in it and just, this is normal, whatever. Hey man, we can't, we can't leave the region on a plane without a star on our ID. That's normal now.
Dude, it's
That's
so funny.
fine.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
I was
like what the fuck?
that.
That just happened y'all, and we were just like, all right, what the fuck
Gotta
is
get a
that?
star on my ID.
Yeah. I can't get on a plane right now.
Nope.
And that's just, we let that happen. They just slid that in.
Yep.
That's insane. I feel like if we're a capitalist nation, like we say we are, if I have the money to get on a plane, I should be able to do it.
That's very true, though. This is very true. I get so jealous of hearing about old airports. 70s, I don't like. Like I nostalgia. I love nostalgia about everything of the 70s, except for planes, because so many people died in plane crashes in the 70s, dude. Heroin and planes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did not want to fuck with those things. That was the tag team match of all tag team matches. If heroin and plane entered the ring, it was fucking.
Oh,
You're
God.
tapping, dude. You're tapping.
Yeah, it's the rock star lifestyle.
Yeah, dude. If someone had heroin on a plane in 70, I mean, they are dancing with the devil, dude. Like,
Now, I'm sure the difference in the pressure has something to do with it too. Like I'm sure it's like, oh yeah, it gives your blood heroin bubbles, or I don't know shit about heroin. Shit.
your oxygen mask falls as just a needle, like dangling
oh,
from a
fuck.
string. You're like, oh shit, I know what to do.
That sounds like one of those like ridiculous scenes in like a historical movie for like some band or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they were so famous they had their own plane
Yeah.
with the heroin fucking oxygen mask, dude.
Instead of spinal tap, it's forearm tap.
Who?
Whatever.
Jesus Christ.
But
Don't do
fucking-
drugs, kids.
Yeah, no, don't do drugs. But no, like I do like when I hear about like airports in the 80s and 90s, like pre 9/11, that 20 years pre 9/11. Like it's like people were just smoking in planes. Like, dude, Joey Diaz was telling a story about how he's like, dude, back in the day of the airport, he's like in the early 90s, he's like, dude, I used to be able to get on the plane, just buy other people drinks. He's like, hey man, you want something? And then I'd walk around and just chat with other people, hit on women, try to get laid after we land. Like, he was
Yeah.
like, it was a great time. I'd be smoking a cigarette, walking around, buying a lady a drink, chatting up with her. Like, I'm like, damn. That sounds dope.
Nah. That's what they took from us.
Yeah. Well, they took. It's the thing that it's like what they're taking away. It's not like, okay, you're not allowed to drink this much soda. You're not allowed. It's like, yeah, okay, all these things are probably healthier, but it's like the fact that they're taking away your right to choose, where it's like now you're literally getting treated like a kindergartner. Like you have stars and demerits, like you say it on your ID and shit. And it's
Yeah.
like weird where it's like, I can understand, okay, a bunch of people now don't smoke cigarettes, and if they all vote, I do not want people smoking on a plane, then that's fine. It was up to the people. They voted no smoking on planes. Get it. But it's like, it just gets to like the point where it's like other shit, or at the point it's like, I really do feel like I'm being treated like a child right now. Like,
And I feel like some people do need to be treated like a child. I think there should be rules for reasons, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's complicated. Cause all right, yeah, I think I'm gonna soften my. I don't think I ever had like a strong stance, but I am gonna soften my stance here because like I feel like there's rules for reasons, because like 2 drinks for one person is not 2 drinks for another person. You know what I mean? Like if you, let's say, if we don't drink anymore for whatever reason. Well, I'll say for this reason specifically, if I get on a plane and I have 3 drinks, it might not be the same as like my friend Wadsworth having 3 drinks, but the 3 drink minimum is like the same for everybody. So if he has a 4th drink, he might be fine. If I have a 4th drink, we might have to land the plane. You know what I mean? And now it's like, now that's a problem for everybody because I chose to drink. And it's like, maybe we should take your choice to have that 4th drink away from you. And for me personally, knowing what I'm like as an alcoholic, I'm even an alcoholic on a plane. So
you know
like,
what?
Yeah.
And now
maybe,
that you say that, I'm gonna soften my stance too,
Yeah,
because I sounded like some fucking '80s businessman was like, "No, it's great. You buy a drink, you hit on women." You just look at us like, my idea of airports is awful.
Yeah,
I
it's
just,
like, you
I was
know
like, I
people
miss
are
when
gonna-
I miss when airports were strip clubs. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I miss.
Like, I miss when I could just grab the nearest woman and take her into the airport bathroom. It's like, you know, people are gonna go off the fucking rails with that shit. It's not gonna stay
The
friendly.
point I was trying to make was I didn't mean it that way, but I realized that is totally how it sounds
Yeah,
now that I'm
but you
talking
know
about
what?
it. I'm like, wait a second, that sounds bad.
Cause it's like maybe you could do that back then because maybe people were adults back then and had limits and could be like have decorum on the. I swear to God, there's no way we do now.
No.
There's no way if we made planes lax that 2025 dudes would be chill.
No, God, no. Especially like leaving a city after like an NFL game, and like
I didn't
fans
even
are
think
on,
about that.
fans are on the plane and they're already fucked up from the game, and now they're getting drinks and they're walking around and being shitty and like, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like
my
that would
God,
suck.
Carson, did you notice?
What?
This is how it happens. You go in thinking like, oh, dude, we're gonna make things better. We're gonna bring it back to how it was, and then you start being like, oh wait, we're surrounded by heathens.
Yeah.
Wait, we need to hold on. Wait, there need to be laws. Wait, hold on. We need to
People are
limit y'all. We
crazy.
need to put y'all behind a fence. Actually,
Yeah, I know. I live in this dream world where everyone has self control.
right?
Like,
Like everyone has the same amount of empathy
Yeah.
and shit as you.
I'm like, no, we can all do what we want because we know the difference between right and wrong.
Right?
Instantly, bodies are just filling the streets. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh. And next
Yeah.
thing you know is like so many forest fires because people are throwing their lit cigarettes out of planes and shit.
Good God. Good point. There's no way it would stay lit for that far. Well, it depends
No.
on how close you
Well-
are to the tree line.
Yeah. But I will say that in that I'll say it's up to us as people to create a culture where we do trust that people know right from wrong, you know? But like how far fetched is that?
Wait, now also I'm thinking about it. Who's rolling down the window on a plane to throw
Yeah,
a cigarette out? I'm like, wait a second.
That's completely.
I'm
like, I
sitting
don't
there
know
like,
where that cigarette's coming
I'm
from.
in your analogy going like, well, I guess if you're close enough to the tree line, you can, it would stay lit. Like,
No, that makes absolutely no sense.
no, not at all. It's ridiculous.
But no, like we could have nice things,
We could.
but I don't know.
I mean, we do. That's the problem is we have too many nice things. We're ungrateful for all the nice things we have. We used to not have so many things, and things were fine. And everyone like, as far as people say they remember, we're more appreciative. We're like, all you needed was the one gaming console, a shitty TV. Some people, I mean, I remember when you didn't even like. I didn't have cable in my room for years.
No, that was
It was in the living room. You had to
you-
watch TV in the living room, and then you went to your room.
yeah. Where you had your favorite weird channel that you could get locally or whatever, UPN 44. That shit was weird,
Yeah.
and that's what you had. That's what you went to sleep with. Maybe the PS1. If they let you, if you weren't grounded. Maybe we're just talking about we're just talking about missing childhood.
No, man. I'm just saying, because I still live that way. Basically, I don't have a TV in my room, and like, I don't even have a gaming console. Really, I probably have less than I did as a kid. But I just remember back in the day, it's like we didn't have as much, and we were all fine.
Yeah. I do think there's a desensitization that comes with just like having access to everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, it's time to restart. It's time for the percolator.
No way, man. I better not fuck shit up.
But no, it's like, I'll say having access to almost all knowledge of the world has somehow directly led to us all being stupider.
Yeah.
What is that? You know what I mean? Like having access, being able to do anything you can possibly imagine has led to just, eh.
No,
I was
yeah.
gonna chill and play No Man's Sky. all
No,
week.
for sure, though.
Like, you know,
Like, it's like phones are so distracting, it's hard to stick to your goals.
yeah,
Like, I will literally, like, I'd like have got, like, will do my best to force myself. Like, here's the things I need to do today. And then I will end up being on my phone for like 3 hours. And then even when I'm doing the things, I'm playing a podcast from my phone.
yeah.
Like, my phone is still in control of the day, and I hate that. I'm like, I don't need to be on it as much as I am. Like, and also I would have way more material if I just turned my phone off on my off days and then just sat and did nothing.
Yeah,
and, like,
being
thought,
bored.
you know,
That's
like,
because that's like it's easy to or easier or more. You're open to more inspiration being bored. It's hard to be bored now.
you use your
'Cause,
imagination when you're
yeah.
bored.
We don't want to be bored no more. We're so scared of that.
Yeah, I've never once been like watching a movie and then been like actively thinking of jokes unless it was like dumb jokes about the movie. But like
Yeah.
it's like very rare that you're like in the middle of doing something and processing material at the same time unless it's about the thing you're doing.
You know,
Where like I personally like I like sitting in nothing or pacing around back and forth and thinking of material that way because it feels like it's coming from like a deeper because it's really just coming from the well that's within me. It's
Yeah.
not coming from something I'm directly like viewing at that moment. You know what I mean?
sometimes I feel the opposite. Like the things I'm saying or the things that I'm writing down sometimes feel like they're coming from somewhere else. They feel like I'm a vessel for something that needs to happen or be said or something. And it's like you are the one that whatever thing forcing the universe is choosing to say this through. It's like you better get it right. Like you better word it correctly because here's the idea. Go with it. And I'm like, and I have to like grab it, make sure I write it down because I'll fucking forget.
Well, Michael Jackson said that apparently about songs. He said anytime he thought of a melody or something came to him like that, he would want to instantly record it because he was afraid that the universe was going to give it to Prince.
To Prince specifically, not to just any other artist. No, they can have it, not Prince.
All right.
Prince better get his own well. Fuck that. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Well, I think that was a good episode. I'm good. I gotta edit this fucking thing.
Yeah, I think I got enough off my chest.
Yeah, that was a fun little short one.
Yeah. I liked it. If you liked it, give us. You know what we don't do?
What we don't do?
The call to action. Like, comment, subscribe.
Please.
People. Give us a like. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. If you're watching this episode and you have not subscribed.
Yeah, if you watch this on the regular and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It does do a lot. It means a lot in this bullshit day and age of media. Like, I'll say this before we leave. Here's something fun to talk about. Without naming names or shitting on anybody, because I'm not trying to shit on anybody. I'm just like, it's a difference in career choice, you know what I mean, I guess, when it comes to comedy. But I have noticed this thing where it feels like we're going to start sliding into this. This is just a theory.
Right.
Where people are so obsessed now with clips.
Yeah.
And making clips, and I'm not talking about Ryan Deacle. First off,
oh god,
because I just
go ahead and put out that fire.
I just
before
know
it
the
starts.
people. I just know the people that are paranoid about it because he's been putting out a lot of clips, and I think they're great.
Yeah,
and they're
he's
doing
been
it.
doing
They're
well.
make the clips. Now, this is not what I'm talking about. We obviously need the clips. We're living in that day and age. You got to make your little clips. At least put something out every now and again. Let the people know you're doing it. That's quality. Whatever. My thing is, I feel like we're slipping into this thing where people are gonna like you book 10 big shows a year,
Yeah,
like hour sets, and then you spend the year just editing and cutting the clips and putting money that you would put into touring or festivals, and you put it into your social media, pumping ads and pumping views onto your clips. Because I have talked to comedians that have told me that like instead of putting money into what would basically end up in performing,
Yeah.
they're putting it into their social media now. And for me, I'm like, that's all fine and dandy, but before any of that was a big concern, when I was just an open micer exclusively and I first started, the first year I ever did comedy in 2014, the reason I did it was because I was addicted to the feeling of performing.
That's
And
what
I
I was gonna
love,
say.
and I don't want to get involved in anything that's going to take a step back. Like if it's like, hey, if you perform less, you could actually have a chance at getting bigger. I would be like, no, I don't like, because the goal isn't fame for real. It's to perform all the time. Like, if there's 365 days in a year, if I could be performing 350 of them,
Ooh,
that's
the dream,
life.
right?
15 days off. I'll take 2 weeks off, and I'm back to just.
Here's the thing. That's the dream
bits.
to you.
Yeah.
And that's been one of the hardest things for me to accept in comedy is that when you see people doing things and like making it work in ways that you wouldn't or like you think is wrong or whatever, it's like, oh, people get into the same thing that you're doing for vastly different reasons.
Yeah.
They like when I a similar thing with me with comedy. When I got into it, I got addicted to what it feels like being on the stage live in front of people, feeling that energy. So like, yeah, like I like getting likes and like comments and all that, but the thing that I like about the thing that keeps me doing comedy is doing it, like the performing live. So like that's never gonna, like, I will always take performing live in front of a lot of people to having 100,000 views on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it any day.
I just like, yeah, I'm not saying you can't have both, obviously, because you can.
Obviously, yeah.
But like, I have heard this from other comics where they were just talking about like, basically like, yeah, I'm not going to do festivals. I'm just going to take that money and I'm going to pump it into my videos. And I'm just like, oh, I want to travel. Like, fuck sitting at home and editing. Oh, I want to travel. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool that you don't have to. It's cool that, you know, you can do this different ways. It's cool that there's different avenues because
everybody's got their own thing. Like I said, it's not me trying to like put down anyone's avenue that they're trying to take with it. It's just like I hear things like that, and it's like a reminder of what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Like,
it does affect the way people do, because some people you can tell are just clip farming whenever they're on stage, and I don't know. It does affect the way people perform overall, and I do notice that. But I mean, shit, this comedy, dude, is evolving, and I'm old. And more things like this are gonna happen, and I'm gonna look at it and be like, I don't like that. And
it is what it is.
yeah,
It's the life of a comedian.
man. Don't you miss when you had to be in a suit on a late night show to make it, for anyone to know who you were?
I wasn't around them.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, I guess at the very tail end. Like, when I started 2014, it was the tail end of, like, late night was still cool. If you got that was a big deal. People would still watch. And then, like, the Reels thing was just about to kick off. Like, everyone all of a sudden had, like, when I started, everyone and their grandma was starting a podcast.
Yeah.
It was still cool to do late night. People still cared. And there wasn't this big push of, like, clips and reels yet. People were, like, still nervous about posting their comedy.
Yeah.
They were like, I don't want to give up my material. That was, like, the big thing. Like, no one was posting shit.
Everyone was afraid of like burning their shit, which is a funny concern to me, considering the level we were all at.
Oh yeah,
like who did you think was gonna see it? Like, you fucking, I don't know.
I don't want anyone to steal my joke about how milk looks like cum. Like,
yeah, it's like the joke isn't gonna be that good, and like your reach isn't as far as you think it is. It's like I don't know. especially back then. But not trying to sell anyone short or anything. But like we were scared of there. This was a completely unnecessary fear.
Oh, that
I
we
feel
all
like,
had. Like,
yeah,
nah, man, don't film my shit and post that, bro. I don't want anyone stealing my bits
yeah,
of my half-assed kind of
yeah,
bombed set in an attic in Mobile, Alabama.
yeah. You'll be all right.
I don't want the 30 people that are going to watch this, 27 of them aren't even comedians, to steal my bits.
Yeah, and 15 of them are watching this fucking 20 years later, just being like, "Oh shit, look!"
Yeah. And I'm 14 of the views.
Yeah.
Showing somebody else.
Bro, I don't know.
Yeah, we were all dumb back then.
Came out the mud.
Came out the mud, and we're still here.
Hell yeah.
Started at the bottom, and now we're kind of
we're
working our way towards the middle.
I've gotten some comments from people saying they see us. They see what's happening with Mobile comedy and all of us in general, and that things are going upwards, and I see y'all too. I appreciate it.
We're making things happen. We appreciate y'all. This has been another episode of Midtown Malfunction. My name's Carson Taylor.
I'm Ryan Adams.
And this is Mojo.
Hell yeah.
Peace out. Fuck Morris Day. Fuck Morris Day.
He's gonna be in town soon.